A one-of-a-kind adventure awaits in southern Missouri, where over 2 million people experience one of the best theme parks in the entire world. And most of them don't know about these secrets, tips, and recommendations that you're about to find out. My name is Brandon, and welcome to my segment of my channel that I like to call Theme Park Recommendations. And this is my Silver Dollar City Insider's Guide, where you're going to learn so many valuable tips like where to eat, what are the best things to do with kids, is the Trailblazer Skip the Line Pass worth it, and how to save money during your day, and much more. For my first recommendation, it's very important that you download the Silver Dollar City app. This is vital because the park offers a very unusual layout that is not the easiest to navigate, which means the map on the app is a lifesaver. Also, before you even get to the park, be sure to purchase your tickets online unless you're doing a season pass. This way, as soon as you get off the tram or walk to the gate, you're able to head right into the turnstiles. Just like any other theme park, you have to park your car in a giant parking lot and pay an arm and a leg to park your car. But would you believe me if I told you that Silver Dollar City offers free parking? Yes, it will not cost you a thing to park your car, so I recommend shifting the money that you would have spent on parking for even more food in the park. The parking lot at Silver Dollar City is very unique, and while it is free, the closest lot to the entrance is preferred parking. And if you have kids or don't like to mess around with walking or trams, then it's worth the upcharge. When should you arrive at the park? You're watching this to learn about the best Silver Dollar City experience possible. And with that in mind, try to arrive at the parking lot an hour before the park opens. Trust me. This is going to allow you ample time to park your car, get situated, and allow you enough time to get to the front gate. While no rides or attractions are open during the hour before the park opening, I recommend heading to Eva and Delia's Bakery, where you can indulge in this. Seriously, whether you're able to get to the park before opening or not, you honestly cannot visit Silver Dollar City and not grab something from this place. Getting inside the park before it opens will really help you get a jump start on your day and beat some crowds. Now, if you're planning to visit Silver Dollar City for multiple days, then arriving around 3 to 4 hours before park close is also great. And the reason why is you're heading into the park when a lot of people are starting to leave. Plus, another benefit is you're always going to find a closer parking spot and you won't have to deal with the crazy long security lines. Is the Trailblazer Skip the Line Pass worth it? It's as simple as, do you not like waiting in long lines? While you can do Silver Dollar City without a Trailblazer Pass if you allow yourself to be there the entire day. Now, if you want re-rides or to spend more time exploring the park and one-of-a-kind attractions that it offers, then I highly recommend purchasing a Trailblazer Pass, especially if you plan on doing the Marvel Cave, and more on that in a minute. If you're visiting during a weekday, then I would wait and see about buying one, but during the weekends, absolutely, because the park only offers 6 major roller coasters, so the lines do get very long very quickly. And to give you an idea, here is what the Trailblazer Pass costs as of 2022. Now, you probably noticed that compared to most parks skip the line pricing, you cannot beat the Trailblazer value. There are many reasons why Silver Dollar City is often ranked as one of the best theme parks in the entire world. It's a special place where you can eat, ride, laugh, and create unforgettable memories. And if you don't care for riding world-class roller coasters, then here are the top 5 best non-coaster rides. Number 5, the Flooded Mine. This is a great interactive dark ride attraction that you sit down on boats as you slowly move through the flooded mine. Now don't worry, you're not going to get wet. Number 4, Giant Barn Swing. In my opinion, one of the best non-coaster rides ever created and is an absolute must-ride. Number 3, American Plunge, a great classic log flume that offers a relaxing experience through the wilderness of the Ozarks. Number 2, Mystic River Falls. This is the newest attraction at Silver Dollar City and is by far the best water rapids ride I've ever been on, which makes it an absolute must ride. But be sure to ride it first thing in the morning or right before park close, because this line will get extremely long. And number 1, the Frisco Silver Dollar Line Steam Train, which is arguably the best train ride experience at any theme park, especially the surprise that happens on your 20-minute excursion through the woods. One amazing thing about Silver Dollar City is that it offers a few other one-of-a-kind attractions that you can't miss. The first would be Grandfather's Mansion. Now, I really can't say too much about this walkthrough attraction other than it's a must. And then the famous Marvel Cave. Did you know that there's a massive cave underneath Silver Dollar City? Also, did you know that you can take a free tour on this amazing cave that is 300 feet below the surface and explore the cave under the park? The tour lasts 60 minutes and then you get to ride up the hillside back to the park on a cable train that will bring you up the hillside. I can't recommend experiencing Marvel Cave enough, so be sure to head to the entrance of it and make a reservation early on since the tours do fill up fast. If you're finding my Silver Dollar City Insider Guide to be helpful in any way, then be sure to give this video a like. That is the best way you can help this video out, by getting in front of other people who need to know this information. And I really do appreciate each like. Also, be sure to check out my other Insider Guides for other parks like Cedar Point, Kings Island, Dollywood, and Busch Gardens Tampa. If you're looking for more thrills mixed in with the cave tour, then you have to experience the roller coaster at Silver Dollar City, because you're going to find some of the best ones ever built along the beautiful terrain of Silver Dollar City. Wildfire is a B&M sit-down smooth roller coaster that offers 5 inversions and arguably the best view from any coaster here in America. Trust me, that first drop is beautiful. Powder Keg is a very unique launch coaster that offers plenty of airtime and quirkiness that makes it a must ride. Thunderation is a mine train roller coaster that really is the best one of its kind, and don't let the size of this thing fool you. Trust me, this coaster is phenomenal. Fire in the Hole is a fun dark ride / roller coaster that is always fun to ride, but this attraction will not be at the park much longer because they are rumored to be building a newer version that will be opening soon. Outlaw Run is one of the wildest wooden roller coasters in the world that features 3 twisted inversions. And then you have Time Traveler, which is the world's first extreme spinning coaster that offers a riding experience that you've never had before. And in case you don't know, the spinning experience is somewhat controlled, so you don't spin out of control, and it actually is very enjoyable. Overall, Silver Dollar City does not offer a bad coaster, and these are all must rides. While you're experiencing all the rides and attractions that I've been mentioning, you're bound to work up an appetite. So here are the best places to eat at Silver Dollar City. And you already know that Eva and Delia's Bakery had to be one of my top recommendations. Silver Dollar City is known for their buffets, and the best one in my opinion is Molly's Mill Restaurant. Trust me, this place is a must visit, so be sure to save some room in your tummy. And you can't leave Silver Dollar City without trying Tater Twist, which is a Silver Dollar City staple.
Now, I told you how good the tater twists are, and in case you really need a better example as to what they are, well, yeah, basically potato madness, french fry on steroid, I guess you want to call it, ginormous stick. Yeah, I'm in heaven.
You also can't say no to Hannah's Ice Cream Parlor. And the best recommendation of them all is, even after eating all the stuff I just mentioned, you still need to save room for the famous Silver Dollar City skillets. Seriously, these things are absolutely amazing and every theme park needs them. As you can hopefully see, eating at Silver Dollar City is just about the best thing you can do while you're at the park all day long. And yes, another recommendation is head to the park on an empty stomach. Now this is the part of the video where I have you pretty hooked on visiting Silver Dollar City, which means you're probably wondering when is the best time to visit Silver Dollar City. Well, coming from a coaster enthusiast like myself, I gotta say, if you can, then I highly recommend visiting Silver Dollar City when it's open late at night. This way, you can get night rides, because every coaster is awesome during the day, but at night is 10 times better. Weekends are always busy, so if you can, I would recommend visiting during a weekday for lower crowd levels. So weekdays in May, early June, and late August are all great times to go, so you can experience this amazing park with lower crowd levels. Another great time to visit for low crowds is in March and April. Even the weekends aren't as busy. How many days do I need at Silver Dollar City? And that really depends on how you want to play it. Do you want to do all the roller coasters in one day and then all the shows and rides the next? I really recommend at least 2 days in the park. Though, maybe one day if you do get the Super Trailblazer Pass and you really plan and limit the time on things. If you're going with your family or kids, chances are you're going to have to move a little bit slower. So I definitely recommend at least 2 or 3 days to do everything, because obviously you're not going to be able to spend the whole entire day in the park with younger kids. Do you love slow-moving lines? Says no one. So here are the slowest moving lines at Silver Dollar City. Number 5, the Flooded Mine. While it is a slow-moving line, this family attraction is highly recommended. Number 4, the Train. While it does offer great capacity, it's extremely popular. So allow yourself time to wait for this must-see attraction. Number 3, Mystic River Falls, which is a must-ride water attraction, but always seems to have a very long line. And number 2 is Powder Keg, an awesome roller coaster that offers horrid capacity. And number 1 is Marble Cave. And the reason why this is on this list is because you have to reserve your spot in a group that travels down under the park usually every hour. So again, get there early to reserve your spot if you're interested in doing the cave. What are the fastest moving lines at Silver Dollar City? While every major roller coaster at the park offers at least 2 trains, and Time Traveler offering 3, lines should move quickly. But sometimes Silver Dollar City likes to only run their coasters at minimal capacity. So I will say it definitely depends on that. The best coaster night rides. As mentioned earlier, every roller coaster is just insane at night. But for ranking purposes, this is how I'd rank them. Number 5, Powder Keg. Number 4, Wildfire. Number 3, Thunderation. Number 2, Time Traveler. And number 1, Outlaw Run. Now, while it's not a ride, it is something that you should know about. The last Marvel Cave tour of the day is a lantern tour, and note, it is an upcharge, but it doesn't cost that much. But it's lights off, thus a night ride, and you just hold a lantern. It's crazy dark and wicked scary, plus longer than the regular tour, since they take you down some additional areas within the cave. And if you do the Lantern Marvel Cave tour, just do me one favor and try not to get lost while down there. What to bring into the park. Since Silver Dollar City is spread out over the hills, cell phone service isn't the best. And since your phone is using battery faster trying to find a better service, I recommend bringing a portable cell phone charger into the park with you. Also, be sure to wear comfortable shoes since the terrain is very hilly. And finally, I also recommend wearing some of my awesome coaster merch that can be found at themeparkpredictions.com. Where to stay while visiting Silver Dollar City. The park is just located minutes away from the Branson tourist area, where you'll be able to find tons of hotels, resorts, and motels. I just recommend checking out their reviews on Google first, and I personally always read the recent reviews. Now in the past, I have stayed at Stillwater's Resort, and I highly recommend checking out this place because it's located about a mile away from the park, and you can't beat the amenities that this resort offers. Since the summer does get to be scorching hot in Missouri, I highly recommend riding at least one water ride while at Silver Dollar City. And the best one is obviously Mystic River Falls. But if you do like water parks, then Silver Dollar City does offer Whitewater, which is a water park that is actually located in Branson along the main tourist corridor and offers a decent selection of slides and attractions. Coaster trip advice. Hit Silver Dollar City as an easy partial first day after doing either Frontier City, Worlds of Fun, Six Flags St. Louis, or Magic Springs, because you could do those parks in the morning and still have time to make it to Silver Dollar City for the later afternoon and the evening. Silver Dollar City with kids. Pay for the preferred parking, trust me, plus it's an easy walk. You and your kids will thank me for that because you don't have to wait for the tram and it's an easy walk to your car. The park also offers a lot of rides that the whole family can ride together, and you're going to be spending quite a bit of time at Fireman's Landing and the Grand Expedition. Silver Dollar City festivals and seasonal events. This park offers some of the best special events you're going to find at any park in the world. You'll get to experience events like Barbecue Fest, Kids Fest, the Harvest Festival in the fall, and the must-see event, an old-time Christmas, which is the best holiday event here in America. And speaking of live entertainment, Silver Dollar City offers some of the best shows around. I highly recommend checking their show schedule as soon as you get to the park or before and map out which shows you want to see. Also, do not miss out on watching the glass blowing presentation. Seriously, this is a must watch. Throughout the park, you're also going to find a lot of other great presentations or shows, so always keep a lookout. While at Silver Dollar City, you should also know about the best restrooms. And what I found is that the nicer restrooms are usually the ones that are located next to or near the larger show venues. Generally, most restrooms are great if you have to go number 2, but I would recommend avoiding the small restrooms that are located next to the entrance of Time Traveler and Thunderation. Seriously, there's always a line. Silver Dollar City pass holder benefits. If you have a season pass, then always show it whenever you're buying something for a discount. And I'm going to drop in the link in this video's description so you can see all the benefits of Silver Dollar City season passes. And now, we have reached my favorite part of my Insider Guide videos, and that is my Silver Dollar City plan of attack. Starting off, get to the parking lot an hour before opening, grab a snack at the bakery, and then hit these rides in order: Thunderation, Time Traveler, Mystic River Falls, Outlaw Run, Fire in the Hole, Powder Keg, and then Wildfire. And note, this plan will only work if you're in the park before opening and ready to go once they open the park. So if you're trying to ride all the coasters very quickly, I do not recommend stopping and doing something else. Also, it helps if you're a quick walker. If you come a few hours after park opening, then Time Traveler and Thunderation will still have the longest lines in the park since they're the closest to the park entrance. So in that case, I would head to the back of the park first. Now I have a serious question for you. Do you now feel like a Silver Dollar City insider? I really hope you do, and that my recommendations and insider tips have really helped make you look forward to your visit to Silver Dollar City. So I want to know, when are you planning a trip to this one-of-a-kind theme park? Be sure to let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.